Okay, a very good morning everyone and a very warm welcome to the session. So anyone who's watching me, I really would like to wish you all a very happy morning. The first day of the month, the first day of the week and of course the start of your Diwali vacation as well. So many of you, of course, might be on your vacation, or rather, most of you, I can say, because in most of the colleges they might have given you the vacation. So I'm first of all really glad that you all could make out to this session. Anyone who is using this, YouTube channel or is watching me for the first time or is attending any YouTube session for the first time, let me just keep you updated on one thing, children. In case you would like to convey anything to me, if you want to talk on anything, you all can use the option of live chat. I'm continuously keeping a watch on that. So whatever you want, let's say you have a query or you want to convey something to me, please use it. I will surely make it a point that I'll answer to your question in the chat. Okay, so I'm continuously keeping a check. So with this, let us move ahead with the next concept. What exactly are we going to deal with now? Yes, this is what we are going to talk about. Yes. So before I go ahead with what exactly I'm going to deal with today and all, first, of course, I would like to let you all know who am I, because for few of you, I might be completely new. You might not have seen me before, and you might not have attended my sessions before. So let me tell you, my name is Seemarjit Kaur, and I'm a biology educator with this amazing platform that is nothing but Unacademy. So when it comes to me, I have completed my master's in biotechnology, post which I have also pursued my bachelor's in education, both from Mumbai University, and as of now, I have 6 years of amazing teaching experience with my students, and honestly having a great time here. Believe me, when it comes to my experience over here on Unacademy, I'm really enjoying, because I personally feel that, children, it's a teaching learning process. It is never something which is one way only. It is both the ways, and when you talk about when it is both the ways, of course it is because of both side efforts it becomes interesting. So believe me, because of you all, because of your enthusiasm, your concentration, your interest in the sessions, I am able to teach you all more enthusiastically. And the ones those who have not joined an academy as of now, and you are regularly attending the sessions on YouTube and you are liking it, I would really want you all to join an academy. Believe me, the moment you join this amazing app, you'll see there are so many things waiting for you in the house. And let me tell you, it is not at all like that, that, children, the moment you download, you have to pay. I'll be telling you how exactly you can go ahead with. But before that, I just would like to let you all know that, children, I have my Telegram channel, the link for which I have shared in the chat box. So in case anyone has not joined my Telegram channel, do join it. The reason being is, children, when you talk about the Telegram channel, I always share the link to all my sessions over here. So basically, this channel will help you to stay connected with me regarding my special classes, regarding my plus classes, and I also take quiz marathons. So the certificates are going to be shared over here. So all these things, are shared on Telegram. So this is basically a way I connect with you all. So I want you all to join my Telegram channel in case anyone has not joined, so that you will not miss out on any updates. And of course, children, additionally, you all can follow my profile as well. So this is my profile on Unacademy, so you can follow my profile as well, because this will help you to get the notifications regarding my session. So it's simple. If you are you know following my profile, whenever you will have my session, you will get a notifications. Additionally, children, you can go in my profile and you all can enroll for the sessions that are already scheduled. Okay, so when you talk about already scheduled, what I want you all to understand is, when you talk about the sessions, these sessions will be seen under my profile, and if you will enroll for it, you will get a notification for the same. Fine. So let us go a step ahead now. Yes, here are we. So now you all might be thinking about the topic for the day. So let me tell you, study of animal type, that is cockroach, is nothing but the topic of the day. Okay. So when you talk about the topic, children, when you say cockroach, I hope you all understand we are talking about an animal in detail. Okay. So study of animal type is the chapter where you learn every single thing about cockroach. Right from the, I can say, external characters, habitat, how exactly it is arranged on the kingdom, phylum and all that. Then what are their characters, physical character, where do they live, why do they live. Then their external characters about their head, legs, wings, everything. Then children, you also have a concept of internal systems. We'll be talking about digestive system, respiratory system, circulatory system and all that. So all these things are also there when it comes to your chapter. And then at the end, it is also given how exactly cockroaches are related to mankind, and finally how exactly can we get rid of them. So every single thing you need to know is something which is there. And then discussion on important diagrams. When you talk about discussion on important diagrams, what you need to understand is, when you talk about diagram, children, diagram is an integral part of biology. What I want you all to understand is, without diagram it is not possible for you to score good in biology. So when we talk about biology, there are specific questions that comes on diagrams, where you have to draw the diagram of a particular thing. But additionally, when it comes to 4 mark questions or 3 mark questions, there are many such questions where along with the answer you need to go for the diagram. So what I want you all to understand is, when you talk about the concept of diagrams, diagrams plays a very important role. And what I have thought is, many students, they really struggle in understanding कि कौन से diagrams पूछे जा सकते हैं, how exactly are we supposed to prepare for it, what are the important things. Because I have seen many students where what they do is, children, they prepare for the diagram, I'm sorry, they prepare for the diagram, they draw also, and then of course they expect that they are really going to score good, because from there and they have made it really well. But unfortunately they loses their marks, because of some or the other reason, maybe the labeling or the way the diagram was made and all. But let me tell you one thing clearly, children, when it comes to the diagram, if in exam you get an option where you have to draw a diagram or you have to write a answer, and only if you are confident with the diagrams, if you are really confident that you're good with the diagrams, please go for the diagrams. Because when you talk about diagrams, believe me, diagrams are something which will help you to score better than answers. Because what happens, children, when you talk about answers, we have certain expectations from you. हमारे दिमाग में expectations होती है, we want you to go this way. Like let's say I'm a teacher, because I'm a teacher, but I'm checking your answer. So चलो मेरे ना दिमाग में expectation हो गया, अरे इसने ये नहीं लिखा, this point was important, why this person did not write this point and all that. But when you're talking about diagrams, diagrams are the way they are. Diagrams, let's say if it's a 2 mark diagram, you have given 4 to 5 labelings, you have do it properly, so I'll give you the marks, provided the spelling of the labelings are not wrong. Of course, there also you have to be precise with the things. I'll be telling you what are the things that you need to be careful about. But believe me, there are more chances of scoring better when you go for the diagrams rather than going for the answers. Okay. Then special classes I take from Monday to Saturday at 5 p.m. Now, of course, you all might be thinking, now what is a special class? So this is for everyone. Children, the moment you download Unacademy Learners app, okay, the moment you download Learners app, what you need to understand is, when you see this, when you download this Learner app, you basically have two type of options. Okay, two options you are going to get. One is the special class and the other is the plus class. Okay, so when you talk about the plus class, children, that is something that you will be able to join only when you are a subscribed member. Okay, so let me tell this to you that, okay, there is a message coming or something. No, okay. So when you talk about the subscribed members, only they'll be able to attend the plus courses. So what I want you all to understand is, that is something which is there applicable only after subscription. But children, you also have an option of special class which you all can attend irrespective of being a subscribed member. Yes, you all have heard it correct. So children, even if you have not taken the subscription, what you all can do is, the moment you download Unacademy Learners app, you can unlock the sessions using my code SKMAM Live, and you all will be able to attend it. So what I want you all to understand is, when you talk about the concept of SKMAM Live, this is the core that we use to unlock free sessions. Are you getting it? This is the core that we use to unlock free sessions. So when you talk about free sessions, I hope you all understand, these free sessions will help you to connect to the teachers more often, because children, when you talk about YouTube pe we meet, I don't deny that, but we do not meet that often. But when you talk about Unacademy, we meet very often Monday to Saturday at 5 p.m. as you all can check it out. So when you talk about Monday to Saturday at 5 p.m., we'll be able to meet more often, contrary to the YouTube sessions where we just meet every week. Are you getting it? Good morning, Bhuval. How are you? So in case anyone has not joined Unacademy as of now, you can go for downloading the Learners app, and you can check out these free things which are available for you. Okay. So let us move ahead with the next one. Multiple choice questions. When you talk about multiple choice questions, now what exactly are these? Now children, before I show you the diagrams, I just would like to let you all know about the paper pattern, that is there for your board exams, and for your 11th standard also. Many colleges, they stick to that. Now because of this online thing, they might have taken, the MCQs and the short answers quite often, but otherwise children, this is how the things are supposed to be. So when you talk about the options, children, there are 4 different type of options that you have. First is multiple choice questions, answer in one word or sentence, answer in brief, and answer in detail. Okay, so when you talk about multiple choice questions, what you need to understand, multiple choice questions are MCQs and answer in one sentence and one word. Both these things come under section A. Let me tell you, when you talk about section A, children, MCQs and answer in one word or one sentence, both these things come under section A. And when you talk about section A, what you need to understand is, here you don't get any option. Let me tell you this clearly, you don't. Okay. And all the questions, children, the paper pattern is quite simple. Section A with 1 mark, section B with 2 marks, section C with 3 marks, and section D with 4 marks. So I can see Samadhan Shinde also have joined the session. Good evening, Samadhan. Then you have answer in brief. When you talk about answer in brief, basically you have 2 type of options, children, in under answer in brief. One is of course a 2 mark question, and the other is the 3 mark question. Okay, so what you need to understand, when you talk about answer in brief, both B and C is there. B and C, 2 mark question which is for 2 mark, B 2 mark question that all come under section B, and 3 mark question that comes under section C. So what you need to understand, basically a section A, B, C. Under B, like I mentioned, all 2 mark questions, C all 3 mark questions, then section D where you have all 4 mark questions. Okay. So what I want you all to understand is, when you talk about the concept of your paper pattern, it is A, B, C and D. And when you talk about the paper pattern A, B, C and D, it is very simple that it is divided under marks. Let me show you the paper pattern once, and I'll be telling you, children, diagram based questions you all can expect where. So this is how your paper pattern looks like. Okay. So the first thing is, children, section A, as you can see, this is for 70 mark of course. As you all can see, children, it's a 70 mark question, but let me tell you, when you talk about the 70 mark question, question paper, the same paper pattern can come for 50 mark, the same paper pattern can come for 25 mark. So it is not at all like that कि तुम लोगों को सिर्फ 70 mark में, this is how it is going to be. Section A, section B, section C and section D. So you basically have 4 sections. Section A में all 1 mark. You can see select and write the correct answer. That is MCQ 1 to 10 for 10 mark. Answer the following 1 to 8 very short answers for 8 marks. So children, ये section A में आएगा. So as you all can see, there is no option in section A. Okay. Section A में there is no option. Fine. Then you have section B. When you talk about section B, attempt any 8 which is for 16 mark, and this is 2 mark each. So for 2 mark, you all can go for any question, and of course 8 questions you all have to attempt, and that is going to add up to 16. Then section C, when you talk about section C, attempt any 8 again, and it is going to go for 24 marks, 3 mark each. Finally, you have section D, where you have to attempt any 4 mark each, which goes to 12 mark. So paper pattern is 1 mark के लिए everything is in section A, 2 mark के लिए in section B, 3 mark के लिए in section C, and D के लिए 4. Now let me tell you, when you talk about diagrams, to be very specific, diagrams are not going to come in section A. Children, 1 mark के लिए MCQs में तो तुम लोगों को, हाँ, but children MCQs में कभी कभी diagram आ जाते हैं, they may draw a diagram and they may ask you a question related to that. That can happen, but otherwise they will not ask you to draw it. But हाँ, you may have to identify it. And one thing which I would like to tell even before the lecture starts, this is something which I have seen a very common mistake among all students. क्या करते हैं ना children, they don't read the name only of the diagram. मतलब diagram practice कर लेते, but they don't read it properly. Okay? I can see Nikhil has joined. Hello Nikhil, good evening, good morning, I'm sorry. I'm saying good evening because I'm a little habitual. Hello Parth. Audio quality poor. You are unable to hear me? But I was taking the sessions using this only and I had checked it myself. Others, Bhuval, Samadhan, Parth, am I not clearly audible to you all? Because I am using overheads and I don't think there could be a problem with respect to audio. Because I have checked it myself before that. I could hear it and others did not say. Anyone else is facing the same problem? You all can just drop a message so that I'll get a little idea. Thank you Parth, thank you very much for mentioning that. Nikhil, as you can see, Parth has mentioned he can hear me. So I think there could be some network issue or the audibility issue at your end. Can you just check it once? Yeah, so when you talk about the diagrams of children, one mistake, like I said, I have seen many students doing is they don't see the names that seriously. Means what they do, you know, children, diagrams पढ़ लेंगे, but नाम ही नहीं याद किया diagrams के. So what exactly is the drawback of that? Many a times, no, you all get confused. जैसे कि when you talk about the diagrams, when you talk about TS, yeah, in some cases you have LS of the same thing. So many students they get confused between that. So be very cautious when you are planning and when you are learning a diagram. You need to know the name, of course. And additionally, children, 2 mark के लिए there can be diagram, but the diagram will be very small because it is just for 2 marks. So you will not get a diagram जो कि बहुत difficult है and with many labelings. So 2 mark के लिए it may come, but it doesn't come that often. But let me tell you, most commonly you see diagrams in section C and section D. This is something which it is very common with. Section C, where many a times children you get a question where you have to draw the diagram for 3 mark. Okay, like you know, because 3 mark is quite a good, what I can say, number of marks that they can give, and यहाँ पे diagram can also be considerably well. Then you have section D, and when I talk about section D, which is brief, your children, of course, you will not have only diagrams, but here you have to write the answer and you have to go for the diagram along with that. So both the things you have to go for. Okay. Yes. So before I start discussing diagrams with you all now, I'll be discussing diagrams with you and I'll be telling you children कौन से diagram में क्या बहुत important है. What are the things which you can just like go, let it go a little and all that. But before that, let me talk about ask a doubt option. So when you talk about ask a doubt, as you can see children, there is a feature called as ask a doubt, where when you talk about this particular feature will help all the plus members, whoever has taken a subscription, to ask their doubt whenever they want. So what you all need to understand is children, when you talk about the word ask a doubt, you all can go for using this doubt whenever you are planning. So ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है children that let's say when you are going to sit and study, in that particular situation you are going to be you know, what I can say, only allowed to ask a doubt. Let's say मेरा lecture चल रहा है, you are allowed to ask your doubt only at that particular point of time. No, it is not at all like that. But rather, you all can ask the doubt whenever you want. So this is applicable for all the Maharashtra Board subscribe members. There is an option ask a doubt which you can click and which you can use to ask your queries. And of course, the educators are there to help you out with. See, you all can check this here. Ask a doubt 24/7. So when you talk about 24/7, what you need to understand via this, of course children, you all are able to ask a doubt whenever you all want. So when I say doubt and asking a doubt, how you can go about it, find the option of doubt and solution. See, it's here. You will get an option, 1 minute. You will get an option doubt and solution. You have to click that. Then you have to go for ask a doubt. Then whatever is your query, you can click the picture and you can put it, and you can highlight whatever is your query, and then you have to click on view the solution. So you will get an answer to that. So what I want you all to understand is, when you talk about the concept of asking a doubt, please take advantage of this, so that whenever, because this is something which many students they think about, ma'am doubt हुए तो, so now you don't have to worry because we are there for that as well. So it's not like that only when the lectures are there you will get an answer to that. You will get it anytime you all want. Chalo, before I start the diagram, I just thought let us revise the things a little. Tergum is joined on the sides by, any guesses? Tergum is joined on the sides by, children, tergum is a layer that you have on some of the sides. I can't say ki kya hai. Children, you don't have to go for the entire typing of the answer. You can just put A, B, C or D. If you are confused also, still you all can give it a try, whatever you feel. Okay, let me give you the answer. It is nothing but A, pleuron. Children, pleuron is the correct answer. Tergum is joined on the sides by pleuron. When you talk about the concept of pleuron, what you need to understand is, children, pleurons are something that is going to join the tergum and sternum using that. So basically, they have layers on their body, and it is joined together on the sides by pleuron. Are you getting it? What's next? Wings of cockroach are mainly helpful in. What will you decide then? Wings of cockroach are mainly helpful in. What will you choose? Okay, let me disclose the answer then. Children, देखो, egg laying तो of course you don't think it's correct. Preying is something, means they'll be able to use it to hunting, of course no. Finding a mate, no. It is D, protection. When you talk about the wings of the cockroaches, let me tell you children, there are two wings. Okay, so when you talk about the cockroaches, forewing and hind wing. So when you talk about wing, one wing is basically the one which is going to be important for flying, of course, because it is going to be thin, so it will be helpful in flying, and the other one is the one which will help in protection. So flying and protection are the two things that you talk about. Okay, yes. So I go ahead, what is raise a hand option now? Before I talk about anything else, I would like to talk a little about a raise an hand option. So children, like I mentioned before, one additional benefit, I just talked about raise a hand ask a doubt option. Another amazing feature that is there for the subscribe member is raise a hand option. So now children, whenever a session is going on, whether it's a special class or it's a plus class, subscribe members, they have an opportunity to directly talk to the teachers. Yes children, they don't have to just drop the message in the chat and they have to wait, but rather they can what I can say, raise their hand. And when I talk about raising their hand, what you need to understand is when they raise their hand, that will basically help them, because raising a hand is something where they'll be able to talk to the teacher via audio. Okay, so they can raise their hand and they can talk to the teacher using the audio. So whatever queries they have, if they want to convey something to the teacher, they can do it directly. Yes, it is so good. So now you all can talk to the teachers. You don't have to sit passively in the session. So anyone who is not a plus member, you all can become a plus member today using the code SKMAMLive, which will help you to fetch straight 10% discount. Additionally children, if you have not joined Unacademy as of now, you can go for Unacademy Learners app as well. Okay, what's next? Unacademy Parents app. So what exactly is this? Children, Unacademy has come up with an amazing option of an app which is there for parents. And when I say parent app, this is basically an app which will help you to understand the concept of your growth. Because क्या होता है यहाँ पे, you keep on giving the test, you do so many things, and then you need to understand how exactly are you growing, how exactly your graph is growing, right? So that particular thing is something that you will be able to guess based on the application. So this particular app, that is nothing but parent app, is something which will help you to check out your growth. Okay, so it is not at all like that children, that you have to go for this growth only when your parents are going to ask for it. Since you all are grown up, if you also would like to check it, you can do it. Are you getting it? So this is my code. In case anyone wants to ask anything about that, you are free to do it. This is my code, which you all can keep in mind, because this is a golden code children. You can use it to unlock free sessions. Like I said, download the free learners app, unlock the free sessions, go for free test series, free quizzes, and you can also go for taking the subscription with the same code. Okay, let's move ahead now. Yes, so let us talk about this now. You all might be thinking, what is this? So first thing is, I wanted to ask you what exactly is doing. What do you think is this? Any guesses? Children, this is very simple, nothing very difficult which you all will not be able to guess. I have of course taken the diagrams which can probably come. And let me tell you one thing, till the time you all guess, children, it is not at all like that ki jo bhi main diagrams bata rahi hu, they all will come for you all to draw on you. No, it's not like that, but it may come to you all for I can say labeling. Yeah, diagram based questions can come. I'll just show you one second. Array. One second now. I'm sorry. So that may come for you all as a what I can say, diagram based question. For example, I'll let you all know what is this. Of course, this is the leg of the cockroach children, which is bifurcated into 5 parts: coxa, trochanter, femur, tibia, and tarsus. So this is basically the 5 parts that we have. Now, when you talk about these 5 things, what you need to understand is, whenever you are talking about the concept of the leg of the cockroach, children, ये जो 5 parts है, you may get questions based on that. Let's say what they do is they'll give you 2 labelings. They may label tibia and they may label trochanter, and they may ask you to label the other 2. Let's say coxa, femur, या tarsus and all that. And they may ask about its role as well, because you have to guess. अभी बहुत बच्चे होंगे जो guess ही नहीं कर पाएंगे कि what exactly is this. So in that particular situation, children, they may ask you a question. Let's say for 1 mark you need to guess. For 1 mark you need to tell the function. That these are basically the legs, of course, which are used for locomotion, for clinging and all that. So you may get a diagram based question as well. And let me tell you children, keep this thing in mind. If you are getting a question for 2 mark, minimum you go for 4 labelings. Please, that would be something which would be precise. So minimum 4 labelings you need to go for. And then if you are getting a question for 3 mark, ये 3 mark के लिए तो of course नहीं आएगा, because children, this is something which will be very short for 3 marks. But let's say if you are getting a question for 3 mark, in that particular situation, what you all need to understand is for 3 mark, it is something that is expected maybe 6 labelings. So you need to justify the labelings, and the most important thing, the spelling of the labelings has to be correct. Okay, that is something that you all need to be clear about, that the spelling should not go wrong. Now let's say you have labeled trochanter, but the spelling is wrong, or femur, the spelling is wrong, then it won't be considered. So the diagram is quite easy. You have the topmost part, which is the broadest, that is coxa, जो connect रहता है body पे. Then trochanter, which is this connection, this is femur. हमारे पैर में भी ये femur, tibia, right? Then tibia and tarsus. So these are the names that you all have heard. Only the about two is something that is a little new. Otherwise, when you talk about the limbs of our body, again you all have learned about all this, right? Any guesses what is this now, which can come very commonly to your exam? Any guesses? Which diagram is this? Maybe children, looking, as I always tell children, if you don't know the direct answer, try and make it out. So maybe looking at the parts, you'll be able to guess what exactly is this. Any guesses? I'm looking in the chat box for your answer. Okay, so let me tell you the correct answer. This is nothing but, okay, let me at least write it here as well. This is the leg of cockroach, of course. And when you talk about this is the digestive system. Children, because as I told you, अगर तुम लोगों ने डायग्राम समझो नहीं भी पढ़ा है, but you will be able to guess it. See, once let me take it a little up. Yes, you can see pharynx word. When you talk about pharynx, हमारी body में where have you learned about pharynx? Of course, it is nothing but your digestive part. So when you talk about pharynx, that is nothing but the connecting link, right? When you use the pharynx, it is something which is there, which is common in both your respiratory as well as your digestive tract. So that is nothing but pharynx. Then you have salivary gland. When you talk about salivary glands are of course basically the ones, those who are involved in digestive one. तो ये सब चीजें देख के colon, ileum, rectum, esophagus, these are the words, children, which are common with us as well. Like these are the things which you hear in human as well. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि ये तुम लोगों ने सिर्फ इनमें पढ़ा है. So this is something that will help you to guess. Now when you talk about the diagram, of course children, you have to draw the entire diagram, but there are few tricks that I would like to share. First, always make the upper part like this, okay? Then you can just go by drawing it like this a little, and then I want you all to make sure कि तुम लोग ना ये structure बना दो. Anyway, you are making it with the pencil only, no? So what I want you all to do is, I want you all to make this diagram. The reason being is, children, then what you all can do is, you all can draw the rectum here as well. I want you all to draw the rectum as well. I'll tell you why. Because उससे तुम लोगों को समझ में आता है कि तुम लोगों को कितने साइज का बनाना है. Then I'll know कि मुझे इतना ही सिर्फ esophagus बनाना है. Then I'll go for the structure like this. हो गया. So at least you will be able to know how much should be the length of the esophagus, then crop, ये सब कैसे बनाने. Because some student what they do is ऊपर का बना देते हैं, then वो लोग बड़ा करते रहते हैं, the diagram becomes so big or either so small that it looks like not very proportionate. So what I want you all to do is you just start it and then you make the end. Then थोड़ा सा नीचे से बना के थोड़ा सा ऊपर बना के then you can connect. I'm just sharing few tips and tricks which will help you to draw it easily. And as you all know, children, whenever you're drawing diagrams, it has to be with pencil. And now when it comes to labeling, what I want you all to understand is, children, this will come for 3 mark. It will not come for less than 3 mark, or it may come for a 4 mark question where you have to explain. So salivary gland is something you have to write compulsory. Crop, gizzard, ये सारी चीजें important है children. Hepatic cache, midgut, malphizian tube. Ideally, these are the things which are very important. Pharynx भी, esophagus भी. But let's say तुम लोगों ने ये reservoir नहीं लिखा तो चलेगा. I'm just trying to tell you कि what all things if you not write may do a little. But let me tell you, 6 labelings has to be there. अब इनमें से तुम लोग कोई भी लिखो, but that is important. But it should not be like कि तुम लोग important चीजें ही नहीं लिख रहे हो. Because the, and of course pharynx also. I'm not saying pharynx is not important. But let's say this is coming for 3 mark, minimum go for 6 labeling. Any 6 labelings you go for. But yes, I'll suggest whenever you're going to label it, keep 2 things in mind. You're pointing out at the proper thing. It should not be तुम लोग point out clearly नहीं कर रहे हो because तुम लोग confused हो. So that will of course make the teacher understand that you're trying to trick the teacher. Additionally, make sure that the spellings are correct. So whatever you choose to write, make it a point that the spellings are not wrong. The spellings are correct. Fine. So this is what you need to understand about the digestive system. Let us go ahead. Any guesses? What is this? Anyone who will be able to guess it? This is something which is related to digestive tract only. If you want, I can give you this much hint. Okay, शायद teeth and all देख के तुम लोगों को समझ में आ रहा होगा. This is TS of Gizzard. Children, ये देखो ना. You have Gizzard here, no? So that is nothing but the TS of Gizzard. So what you need to understand when you talk about the concept of Gizzard, this is nothing but of course an organ which is important for digestion because children, ये Gizzard के अंदर ना you have teeth. You can check they have teeth, and when you talk about teeth, of course they are going to help in churning the things properly, right? So this is the TS of Gizzard. So if you are going to go for the TS, this is how it is going to look. So there are 3 labelings only. It may come in exam, and let me tell you, ये question तुम लोगों को exam में आ सकता है if it is coming for 3 mark. So I would want you all to draw the diagram because in your textbook they have just given 1 paragraph on this. Like explanation wise, there is only 1 paragraph. So you can go with explaining and then drawing this diagram because the labeling is also 3. You just have to draw. It is simple, children. What you have to do is you have to draw the outer one, the outest one. Then you have to draw the inner one. And sari lines bana do. And then you make the circular thing. Okay, so what I want you all to understand is that you draw it in this way, and labelings so of course circular muscles easy bahar wale, teeth is the internal one, and longitudinal grooves. So grooves are the things that you have. So what you need to understand when you talk about the concept of Gizzard, this is basically an organ which is responsible for breaking out the things. Okay. Yes, then before I go ahead, I just would like to let you all know a little about the new courses that are coming your way. See children, I have already told you all can go for special classes which are completely free. But in case you all would like to join our family, you all can take the subscription because believe me, you are going to enjoy it because there are so many things which we want to cater you to. See, once you become the subscribe members, we will make sure that the entire math, science and of course English as well, the syllabus will be covered in detail in Marathi, Hindi and English. So let me tell you, it will be covered in all the 3 languages. So whichever language you all are comfortable with, of course you all can attend the session. So there is a full liberty given. It's not like कि यही lecture attend करना है या वही lecture attend करना है. So that's completely on you. Additionally, children, when you talk about Unacademy subscription, you basically have multiple batches, like you all can see Virat batch, Tagore batch, Alfred batch. These are basically the batches which are the ones which you all can join, because these are the new batches. But let me tell you, there are many other batches as well. Like Virat batch, as you can see, this is the batch which is going to make sure that the diagrams and the MCQs of physics, chemistry and math will be taken care in Hindi. And this is of course a batch which started from 18th October, as you all can see. Additionally, you have a Tagore batch which is going to make sure that the full syllabus of English will be taught in English. Okay, so here the entire syllabus of English will be taken care, and it has started already from 18th October again. And finally you have Alfred batch, because of course commerce is also there on an academy now, where 2 years of full syllabus of accounts, OC, math, English and economics will be taken care in English. Okay, so the delivery will be in English, and it is again going to be something which is going to start from 18th October. So what I want you all to understand is, when you talk about these batches, children, it's completely on you if you want to attend any of these batches. So you have the complete liberty to decide which teacher session you want to attend, when you want to attend. There are many others as well. Like I take sessions for grade 11 every day at 6:30. Okay, there are two batches going on alternate days. So every day I take the sessions at 6:30, where we are discussing so many different topics, in great detail. So you all can take the advantage and you can join it. And let me tell you, when you talk about joining, the best thing is, children, when you plan to join, no, let's say if after that, whenever there was a session and you had a power cut, or you have a network issue, or because of any reason you could not attend the session, in that particular situation you all can go for watching the recorded session. And children, additionally, all the sessions are recorded, so you can see the sessions and then you can ask it in the doubt solving sessions as well. When you talk about doubt solving sessions are the ones, children, which are kept in every 3 days gap. And in these sessions, teachers, they don't teach anything, in whatever queries you all have, they answer it. So because of that, you all can go for attending that. Is it clear? Chalo, let us move ahead. So let me take a quick poll on that. So what subjects do the Tagore batch will cover? I'm watching the chat, so anyone who can answer this, what subject it covers? Quickly. Yes, it is going to make sure that your entire English syllabus is going to be finished. So it's going to focus on English. Very good. When is this Tagore batch starting? Student, when is it going to start, Tagore batch? I have just shared the details, so any guesses? Yes, it is nothing but 18th October. So children, like other batches, which also started from 18th October, not long. How much syllabus will Tagore batch cover? So what do you think? How much syllabus will it cover? Yes, it is going to cover full syllabus. Yes, it's going to cover full syllabus. So what I want you all to understand is, when you talk about this Tagore batch, this is a batch which is going to make sure that your entire English syllabus is covered. And when you talk about covering the entire syllabus, it is the batch which has started from 18th October, and it will make sure that the entire syllabus is taught in English. So like this, I have just shown you, there are many other batches as well. So if you all want to become a part of these batches, you all can take the subscription today. And whenever you decide to take the subscription, do not forget to use my code, that is SKMAM Live. Are you getting it? Yes. Let us move ahead with the next diagram. What diagram is this? Any guesses? Okay, so this is nothing but the diagram for salivary glands of cockroaches. Salivary glands, of course. So what you need to understand when you talk about the concept of salivary glands are basically, of course, children, the glands that you talk about when you talk about the digestive system. If you want, I can just show you कि कहाँ है children. If you see the digestive system, ये देखो ना, this is the salivary gland. So that is just the zoomed version of the same. So when you talk about the salivary glands, what you need to understand, children, salivary glands are basically the ones which you can easily draw. So you just have to make a pipe-like structure like this. Then you have to draw it into two, extend it of course further, and then you can make the oval thing at the end, and then you can go for making this. So it's not difficult. What I've seen is students, they don't find it difficult in making this, but yes, students, they really struggle with labeling it. This is what I have observed. So not to worry. When you talk about labeling, children, of course there are few things which are very very important. जैसे कि this is one reservoir or receptacle, salivary duct, glandular part. Okay, salivary duct is repeated, तो एक जगह पे salivary duct लिख दिया तो that's fine. यहाँ पे या यहाँ पे, that is something common salivary duct. Okay, that is what you have to write. Either if you will not write common salivary duct, that's still fine, and go for common reservoir duct. Then you can talk about hypotherapy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if it is coming for 6 marks, go for this as well. So, like I have told you all before, children, कोई भी diagram रहने दो, go for remembering minimum 6 to 7 labelings, because if it is coming for 3 marks, I want you all to go for at least 6 labelings. And like I have told you all before, the most important part you need to focus on is the spellings, because spellings are something which you may give it a miss. And here, children, one thing which is important is that this common salivary duct is opening into the reservoir. तो ये तुम लोगों को दिखाना बहुत जरूरी है. And ऊपर hypopharynx दिखाना is very important. That below your hypopharynx you have this structure which is available. So these are the minor things that you need to show that how exactly it is. It gets divided into two, and then you have it around the ovary. So not ovary, like the ovary like structure. So this is how you need to make it. And when you talk about the diagram, you don't have to make it very big. ये भी मैं तुम लोगों को बता दूं, 12 to 13 lines तक you need to restrict the diagrams. So it should not be like that. I'm sorry, excuse me. It should not be like that कोई एक diagram है जो तुम लोगों को आता है, या it is a little big like digestive system, and you're going to make it of an entire page, and there are certain diagrams which you're going to write very short. So don't do it. When you're writing your paper, make sure that you are going to keep the standard time, standard number of lines. So 12 to 13 is something that you all can go with. Okay, are you getting it? So let's move ahead to the next one. Okay, यहाँ पे तो by mistake मैंने ले लिया. It is nothing but the circulatory system, and this is something which can come in exam, which is very very easy if it comes. But most of the time, children, they don't ask only circulatory system, but they of course ask it along with the explanation. So labeling wise तो तुम लोगों को कोई tension ही नहीं, children, because there are only 3 labelings: anterior aorta, alveoli muscles, and chamber of heart. So there are only 3 things that you have. Okay, and what you all need to know is, children, here there is one thing which is worth knowing and keeping in mind is the number. ये तुम लोग कितने भी random नहीं बना सकते. देखो, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. ये 12 ही होने चाहिए. What I'm talking about? I'm talking about that middle line. 1 second. This middle line like thing you have, no? इसकी बात करें. So this has to be proper number, and this 13. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you have to be in a proper way. Okay, so you need to count. ऐसा नहीं कि 15 बना दिए, 9 बना दिए, 10 बना दिए. It should not be like that. So you have to count it properly, and then you have to draw it. And हर एक में एक एक triangle. So it's very simple. Making is very simple, but again you make the outline first. Make the outline, draw the structure. नीचे का बना देना, of course, and then you draw the structure like this. And then you start making it, ताकि तुम लोगों को समझ में कि you have to accommodate these 13 in this much only. So you make it a point that you do it. या तुम लोग उल्टा कर सकते, you can draw the center and then you can draw the outline, any of the way, but then children restrict the length, क्योंकि क्या होगा पता है, then तुम लोग कितना भी बड़ा बनाओगे. तो you need to know this is 1, this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So like that, you have to go straight. But I'm just telling you that either you can go for the outline first, or you can go for the internal fingers. It doesn't matter. But make sure that the size is, taken care of. And then, her case me, you have to make this triangle thing. That is something which is additionally important. And what exactly are the name? Anterior aorta, alveolar muscles, and chambers of the heart. So these are the labelings that you need to go for. Labelings teeny hai, so you don't have to worry, and the spellings are not that tough. So if it comes in exams, I think you are quite lucky. Scholarship test is already done. I'll not talk on that now. Yes, but children, I'll be talking about the test series and the workshops that are there. So children, test series and workshops are there for both the subscribe as well as the non-subscribe members. For the subscribe members, it is going to be on every alternate day at 7 p.m. as you all can see. And for the non-subscribe members, it is going to be on every weekend at 3 p.m. So I would want you all to, I can say, go for this. The reason being is, children, when you talk about this particular workshops and test series, this will help you all to judge about yourself better. You will be able to know about your development, your growth, your mistakes and all better. So try and give it more often so that you get a complete idea regarding that. And yes, one more thing, children, Unacademy has come up with the sessions for commerce students as well. So in case anyone of you have their friends in commerce and they have not joined commerce batches as of now, so you all can share the news that they can do it now, because now, children, Unacademy has started with their batches on YouTube as well as on Unacademy. YouTube, the way you are attending, they can do it as well. And when you talk about Unacademy, they can go about unlocking the free sessions. And of course, when I talk about go about unlocking the free sessions, as in they can go about unlocking this free sessions on different topics along with the test series. Fine. Yes, what exactly is this? Any guesses now? The next diagram. This is nothing but the respiratory system of cockroach, because children, in them they don't have their oxygen traveling via blood, so they have their respiratory system like this, where what exactly happens, they basically have spiracles. As you all can see, through spiracles the things are going to move inside. So it's very important for you all to show this boundary. So basically, एक ऐसे पहले तुम लोग V-like structure बना लेना, और उसके बाद you make the structure clearly visible. Okay, so this is what you need to understand. So when you talk about spiracles are the things will go inside. Then you have boundaries, and आगे जाके this trachea gets divided into 4. So when you talk about the trachea gets divided into 4 means into tracheoles. So you have trachea cells, and then it further divides into tracheoles and tracheal fluid. So then it is going to enter the blood. So what you need to understand when you talk about the concept of respiratory system, they are going to make sure, not blood, the fluid. So they are going to make sure that through spiracles the air is going to enter, and via this they will finally go into the fluid. Are you getting it? And when you talk about labeling, of course, spiracle is very, very important over here. Tracheoles are important, small trachea, tracheal fluid, ये 4 चीजें तो, and of course, if it is for more marks, go for lumen and epithelium. Chitinous body wall, if you will not answer still, it is still okay, but other things you need to, so that they are clear about at least the entire respiratory system. That is something that matters. One second. Yes, then you have the nervous system. And children, when you talk about nervous system, this is something that you all need to be aware of how it is made. Nervous system in the count has to be proper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the upper part is considered to be the brain-like thing, जो कि shape में heart-like है, of course, यहाँ पे. So it is going to be like this, and then you have to divide it, and हर जगह पे ऐसा swelling-like structure बनाना है. And from this you have the things coming out. Are you getting it? So what you need to understand when you talk about the concept of the structure, the respiratory structure over here, what you need to understand is कि whenever you draw this particular structure, तुम लोगों को ये चीज़ के लिए ये चीज़ का special ध्यान देना है whenever you are drawing is कि you are drawing the number properly and हर एक में से you are dividing it properly and then labeling. Children, labeling के लिए I'll not force you all कि go for this only or go for that only because labeling यहाँ पे बहुत सारी अलग-अलग हो सकती है the way you all want, but one thing that I would like to let you all know that whenever you talk about labelings में तुम लोगों को एक चीज़ का स्पेशल ध्यान रखना कि there are few things which are important जैसे कि brain is something which is important, ganglion, optic nerve, ये सारी चीज़ें because if you see children नीचे की चीज़ें common है सिर्फ maxillary nerve, labial nerve, thoracic nerve, so based on the part they are giving the different name नीचे आते आते abdomen and all, but the concept is almost the same. But ये तीन चीज़ें is something which is important. So you can go for one जैसे कि you can go for abdominal nerve, you can go for metathoracic nerves, prothoracic nerve, ऐसे one whatever you will be able to remember. Like I said, whatever you are confident in. Okay, so your diagram से ज़्यादा the chances that the marks may go is in the labeling. So be very sure about that. Okay, so here I come to an end of the discussion of the diagrams. So before I go ahead, children, these are the subscription options that you have. So you can go for any subscription plan of your choice, but do not forget to use my code in this box, which will help you to fetch straight 10% discount. And children, do join my Telegram channel to get the links of all the upcoming sessions, which I have already shared in the chat box. And additionally, children, if you are deciding to go for zero cost EMI, you need to go for minimum 6 months of subscription. 6 months and above will help you to go for zero cost EMI. Okay, then let's start the revision. Let's revise it together. Let's go for the first one. In cockroach, aerolium is helpful in. So what will you choose? In cockroach, aerolium is helpful in. Quickly, I'm looking at the chat. So you just have to, put A, B or C option. You don't have to focus much on other things. You have to type full and all that. No, don't do that. You can just quickly put the answer. Okay, the correct answer is C, locomotion. Children, of course, aerolium is the part which is going to help the organism in locomoting. Very good. Then cockroaches and other insects have exoskeleton which is made up of. So children, something very specific, ये तो अभी diagram देख के भी शायद समझ में आ गया होगा. Insects have something which is specifically seen in their, exoskeleton. Yes, it is nothing but chitin. Chitin is something that we normally see. When you talk about chitin, children, chitin is nothing but a common thing that we see in the exoskeleton on the outer surface. Number of pairs of spiracles present in abdomen of the cockroach. What will you choose? Number of pairs of spiracles present in abdomen of the cockroach. Okay, the correct answer to this is 8. Only abdomen में it is 8. Total it is 10, but abdomen में it is 8. The color of hemolymph of cockroach is, what will you choose quickly? The color of hemolymph quickly. Yes, the correct answer to this particular question is colorless. Children, they don't have pigment. उनके पास hemoglobin नहीं है. What type of vision is found in cockroach? What type of vision is found in cockroach? So of course the correct answer for this is mosaic. because children, they are basically the ones those who are going to have compound eyes. तो उनका जो विजन है वो मोज़ैक है, बहुत सारे इमेजेस के वो मिला के एक साथ इट इज फॉर्म. ओके, देन इन विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग मोल्टिंग इज नॉट फाउंड? What will you choose? In which of the following? Children, molting is when someone has a tough covering, तो उनकी जो skin है वो बार mold होती है so that उनका size बढ़ सके. So what exactly will you consider? Yes, the correct answer for this is Hydra. Because बाकी सारे of course insects में ही आते हैं, so they show it. Hydra is the one which doesn't show mold. Okay, so this is where we come to an end of the session. So first of all, thank you very much everyone for, of course, like I mentioned, bearing me throughout the session. And when it comes to me, the first thing I would like to let you all know is I take sessions on Unacademy as well, in case anyone doesn't know me. So I take their lectures every day, Monday to Saturday at 5 p.m. So if you have not joined Unacademy, please download Unacademy Learners app, which is a free app. Use my code SKMAM live and unlock the free sessions which will help you to meet the teachers more often and will help you to get the benefits. Okay, so I just hope to see you all on Unacademy soon. And here I come to an end. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Have a very happy Diwali and a prosperous Diwali with your family. Stay safe and don't burst crackers and save our environment as well. Chalo, bye bye. Take care, everyone.